LR, God, Vegeta, Sea Urchin, Max Lynx, Rainbow. How do you build him? There are two ways to build him. Max Dodge, the rest additional, or Max Critical, the rest additional. I am choosing to go with the more dangerous route, which is Max Critical, the rest additional, mainly because I want to stress test in this video how much damage he takes in the slot 1 without any dodge ruining it. But also, I can't decide. Like, I like both builds. Y'all know I love me some dodge, but I also love to just do tons of damage. And I feel like this guy can do a ton of damage with this build. So let's just try it with this. I'm going to have to take the L and probably burn some stones to recalibrate. But let's do it. So we're going to retrace our steps.
Let's do this.
In the other fights that we did in the first video. So check out the 55% video for the full breakdown. And then after that, we'll do a couple of additional fights probably. Let me get the rotations right. All right, here we go. We better get some nice easy A's, I'm telling you. All right. So once again, I am bringing the additional Xenoverse characters. I will do another video showcasing them more specifically. So for now, I'm just keeping them at their 97%. I don't have any hit potentials put on them. So let's just do this. Let's have my boy go first. Oh yeah. You want to pick up the red key sphere so that we can do extra damage. All right, we'll do this. And then we'll do this. Okay. I don't imagine it's going to go past the Goku. Jiren's not going to do anything. All right, so Max Lynx. I got a bunch of stat buffing equips and everything. 57.5 million attack stat to start. 37.8 million damage on the crit. 40.5 million attack stat on the second super. 26.6 million damage on the crit. 46.3 million damage attack stat on the third super, and he dead. That is what I want to be doing. Just damage and attacks and damage and attacks. See, the reason why I'm okay with trying it this way is because on a crossover team, he nullifies negative effects for 6 turns. And I just want to enjoy those 6 turns, because normally in the slot 1, you still, like, I still want to give dodge. And everybody knows this. Some people get annoyed by it. But the reason for that is because of the stun or seal. But that's no longer an issue for those 6 turns on a crossover team. But I'm a whale and I have everybody, right? A lot of people aren't going to have all the crossover units. But I'm going to keep saying it. I love this. All right, so let's do this. Oh, actually, I should get the Trunks on the rotation with him. What does Trunks do again? In the slot 2, he gets extra dodge with that, and then he gets guard with this. Okay, so let me pick up this. Let me give him guard. Let's do that. And then we'll put Toa Mira slot 3. Okay. Okay. All right, kill him. 49 million attack stat. 7 million no crit. 32.1 million attack stat. 5 million damage, no crit. Are you serious? 23 million damage with crit. I did it that way because I wanted to see how often my critical was going to proc. I have a 20 critical on this build right now, so that's 40% chance. We only got 1. It would have been higher had I given the appropriate orbs to this dude, because he would have given us extra crit, but I didn't want to do that. Kind of sad we didn't kill this turn. Not gonna lie. Okay. Oh, we're definitely killing here because we have the extra critical thanks to Pan Xenopan. So that's 30% additional crit. Okay, so let's do this. Again, God Goku, you ain't doing nothing, so don't worry about it. Do that and do that. Can you super me? I want to... Actually, wait, it wouldn't matter. We're not going to get that many supers anyway. Well, we got hit with one. 62.6 million attack stat. There's that crit. 40 million damage. That's the sort of numbers I like to see. Okay, so now we can transform. So let's go ahead and do that.
I don't need any more power than what I have.
Did the game just tell me to shut up?
Recompose yourself.
I'm trying, but I'm pretty sure the game just told me to shut up. Did you see the text? The text said shut up. All right, so we got these two together still. I forget what are we doing here? This dude gets extra stats with with a STR or rainbow key sphere. So let's go ahead and do this. And now how can we make... So we're at what are we at? 90% crit right now? We have... Oh, after receiving, we don't have this. So we have 30 and we have we just have the 30. Ew. Just 30. So now Trunks will give us additional critical if I put him in slot 3 and I pick up an STR, AGL, or Tech. But that's... I don't want to lose all those links. So we're just going to have to say, forget it. Forget the extra crit juice. We're just going to keep him in slot 2 and we're going to give him a guard. So let's do this. And then we'll do this for Jiren. All right, do it, Vegeta. 89 million attack. Wow. 24 million without crit. 62 million attacks on the follow-up. 35.1 on the crit. 71.7 million attacks on the next super, third super. 39 million with a crit. And our last one, 80.6 million attack stat, fourth and final super. 44.3 million damage on the crit. The 40% crit mixed with the 30% crit that we had in his passive gave us some nice offensive output. And that right there is essentially why I like this build in terms of living dangerously. That's the fun part. I'm getting lost in the sauce, I will admit. Ooh, he's gonna attack me in slot 1.
I don't need any more power than what I have.
Oh, shup. It says shup. Dude, I could have sworn it had said shut up to me. That would be the craziest thing, getting insulted by my own active skill.
Recompose yourself.
There's no recomposing myself if that ever happens. Okay, so we're gonna put him in slot 1 and we're gonna let the carnage roll after that. So let's do this. He's gonna eat a super. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is he getting anything extra with a super? No, he doesn't get anything. But he is gonna get all this. So he's gonna have 30, 60% crit. God, that took way too long to figure out. 60% crit, and we don't have any additional crit. Does Toa Mira give us any crit? No. We do get extra stats. Okay. 60% crit, that's it. All right, let's do this for Blue Goku. He might die if it gets to that point, but I think we're gonna kill probably before that. All right, here we go. If there were any chance of this dude stunning or sealing, it is gone now because we are invincible. All right, goodbye. 92 million attack stat. 43.9 million damage on the crit. 64.8 million attack stat on the second super. 16.2 million damage, no crit. That was so lame. 74.1 million attack stat on the third super. 18.6 million damage, no crit. 83.3 million attacks on the next super, the fourth one. 40.1 million damage on a crit and a fifth attack, and it's a slap, but we did 29 million damage. I just want more critical. I think I want to put less into additional. I just want to go more critical. I don't know what's happening to me, guys, but I am getting drunk with critical power. I need more critical. All right, I'll be back in 10 minutes when these guys are done. Okay, one last move. We got guaranteed crit here. So yeah, we have 100%. This one gives us 30. This one gives us 30. If I go into the slot 3 and I pick up... But I don't want to lose the links. So okay, 90%. We're going to be at 90%. 90% with a 40% backup. So that's actually a 94% crit chance. 94% chance to crit right here. You got this, buddy. 64.3 million attack stat and GG's. 31 million damage on the crit. All right. Well, we knew that was going to be easy, but that was fun. I loved it. Coming up next, Bio Brody. Showcasing his dodge. I mean, what would happen? He just dodges. He doesn't get hit. We don't care about that. I want to see how much he tanks. But since we're not going to do any damage, I'm not going to bother picking up STR key spheres for Vegeta. Instead, I'm going to give it to the Son Goku. He needs 5 to get guard. That's the most important thing. So let's go ahead and do that. Give him that gourd. And then we'll do this. This is also, again, sort of a backdoor showcase for the extra Xenoverse characters. They do have max links, but they're still not rainbow. I'm saving that for that other video, but they're 97%. Their stats are pretty much at the top. So we're taking double digits early. I think the last time we took 100,000, I think at 55%, we took about 100,000. And then it multiplied to 400,000 after 3 turns. I'm going to look that up, actually, in my original video. I think I have timestamps. Shut up, man. Stop yapping. Just show me. Yeah, we took 99,958 at 55% on the first turn. Level 1 links. Damn, Jiren. Uh-oh. That's not good for you, buddy. We just took 167,000 damage from the second turn of Bio Broly. I forgot to unpause the recording. Oops. 167,000 damage, turn 2 with my Rainbow Max Links God Vegeta. We don't have the same level of synergy though, because we're missing like Real Lineage and a couple of the Trunks links that you would typically get. But we still have like the core Xenoverse links and stuff like that. 167, better than, I don't remember what we took before. It was probably like something 300,000, 400,000. No, 400,000 was turn 3. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Turn 2. Damage reduction. All right, can we get past this turn? 90% damage reduction. Heal. After 1 turn of, and then he gets hit for. Oh wow, he took 400,000 on turn 2, not turn 3. Okay, so that was a big improvement. We took 167,000 on this fight, but in my 55% video, we took 416,000 on turn 2. Ooh. All right. So let's go ahead and do, I don't know. Let's do this. It's turn 3, so we can't do everything that we want to do. I don't care about using this guy's active, so let me go ahead and... what am I doing here, actually? We might be in danger. Uh-oh. I'm just gonna use the Ghost Usher because otherwise we won't make it to the next turn. So yeah, let's do this. And then yeah, sure, let's go ahead and heal up. Let's do this. And we'll do in slot 3. This is gonna give us critical for 3 turns if we pick up an STR, AGL, or Tech Key Sphere. So let's go ahead and pick up Tech. So this will be good because next turn, Vegeta, when he transforms into God Vegeta, he will have that extra crit juice, which will be good. $31.6. Nice damage on the crit. Let's go. Xenopan and Xenovatrunks both need to be on this team. If you are trying to, if you want to run a more dodge friendly setup, if you bring those two onto the team, it will definitely make you miss the critical less, because those guys will always keep you well fed with the crit attack or the crit boost. Pretty sure we still die here. One of these two in slot 3 is going to get killed. All right, so let's transform. God Vegeta. We are now immune to negative effects, so his stun will do nothing. When it does hit, though, we will get an extra super, and we get extra critical. So let me go ahead and pick up those STR key spheres. It'll heal me, and it'll give us more damage. Who gives me more synergy here? Xenoverse? Yikes. This gives me more. All right, so let's put Toa Mira in slot 2. Jiren will probably die slot 3, but I don't care. So let's do it. Let's see what kind of a push we can get here. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Yikes. 71,000 damage? Damn. All right, 90 million attack stat for Vegeta to start this. 78.1 million damage on the crit. 63.4 million attack stat on the second super. 54.3 million damage on the crit. 72.5 million attack stat on the third super. 63 million damage on a crit. 81.5 million attack stat on the fourth super. 70.7 million damage on the crit. And then, for good measure, a 5 million crit slap. Wait, no, 51 million. Is that 51 million? That was a 51 million crit slap. Good lord. That was some good damage. Look at all that. We did all that with just Vegeta. Oh my god. This team is not going to win without items because depending on who's in slot 3, they're going to get murdered. If Xenopan gets hit once, you're dead. If Jiren gets hit, we're dead. If Toa Mira gets hit at this point, we're probably also dead. But it doesn't matter. I got what I needed. Actually, let's run it back with a full Realm of Gods team instead. So this is going to be a more ideal situation for God Vegeta without crossover. You have to have him as a slot 2 or 3 on a Realm of Gods team, because that way you don't have to worry so much about the negative effects being a thing, because you're not going to have this guy leading the charge. And with a couple of supers, or at least the 18 key where you can raise your defense, that combined with your damage reduction could keep you safe. With this setup though, without any dodge, we are definitely putting ourselves at risk for like some of the more scary fights, namely this one. And then whatever future fights where they hit really, really hard. But I just want to see how this goes the next couple of turns. So we got the UI Gokus to kind of shield us from all the crazy damage, so that once Vegeta transforms, we can see how much he does in slot 3. All right, 51.9 million attack stat for Dispu. 45 million damage with a crit. 34 million attack stat on the second super. 29 million damage on a crit. And we're taking a double digits so far, which is fine. All right, let's go ahead and skip ahead to the turn where we come. Okay, here we are. So I'm going to transform. Can't put this dude in slot 1. We don't have any crossover here. So we're going to keep him in slot 2. But look at all the links that we're still getting without Xenoverse. That's a lot of good stuff, mainly because of this dude. This guy doesn't give us a whole lot. If I were to switch him, then we would be getting more. Only problem with this is that he's probably going to get stunned. So that would ruin things. So I'm just going to keep him as UI. So let's go ahead and do this. And then we're going to put this dude in slot 2. And then let's do this. All right. Don't die, please. Thank you. Don't die, please. Dodge, please. Thank you. All right, while he does his thing, what are we losing here? So even though we don't have crossover, we have a full Realm of Gods. We have an ally attacking in the same turn. So we have an additional super attack. We have defense plus 300%. We are not going to be getting the additional super attack because we're not going to be receiving an attack. We're still going to be getting all of the 18 key bonuses. And we have the additional crit and damage reduction. 108 million attack stat. 65 million damage, no crit. 76.2 million attacks on the second super. God, I wish that was a crit, man. 46 million damage, no crit. 87 million attack stat. 76 million damage with crit. And so far, so good. We took double digits on turn 4, but that is, of course, after we supered. We raised our defense on the 18 key. We have a ton of support this turn and a ton of links. And because of all of that, we tanked double digits after we supered on turn 4. That's pretty good. And that was with only 60% damage reduction because we lose 30% before attacking. We have 30% in his base passive, and then we have another 30% for the first 6 turns. So no dodge didn't hurt there, but this is just one isolated incident. Can we actually win this? I actually want to see if we can win this now. I think we can. Yeah, we'll win. So I would switch to you. No, transform this. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, let's GG. Yep. All right, UI Goku's gonna do it. You can't be serious. All right. I just want to have this win in here. Go ahead. Do that. And do that. I'm also doing this and keeping this in the video to show that Realm of Gods has a lot of nice pieces. And God Vegeta is not an absolutely crucial part of this team. He will add to the depth of Realm of Gods, as that is still a category and a work in progress, but it's not necessary. God Vegeta is not required for Realm of Gods to function well, as you are seeing right here. Are you guys gonna kill this turn? If you don't, I swear. Thank you. All right, moving on. All right, so we're gonna do the 11th anniversary special battle part 2. And so as 55%, we took 73 something thousand damage on the first super in slot 1 from UI. We took about 130,000 damage from the first Royal Blue super with this crossover team with the 55%. So now that we've got a Rainbow Max Links version with basically no additional links except for this, let's see what this is gonna do for us. So let's go ahead and do this. This isn't a winning run. This is a horrible rotation, but I just want to see how much we're taking. And then we'll also check in slot 3. If we somehow survive, we'll see what we do in slot 3. right, so no dodge to ruin this. We took 72,000 before. Now double digits? Yep, double digits. Okay. And then Vegeta's super will probably, I'll say 20,000. That also did double digits. Dang. Okay. Since we got hit with 2 supers, am I going to be supering more? I think it'll just be the one. That'd be nice though, wouldn't it? Yeah, damage is not going to be that great because our links suck. But we're going ham on those supers. And so far, I think all of them but one has been a crit, right? Jiren should be able to survive one hit. Oh, he's fine. Okay. All right, so this dude couldn't get an ultra super. Whatever. We're going to be taking pretty much... Oh, no, we're going to be taking more. Because this is happening after we lose some damage reduction, right? So we die here? All right, let's try to just see if we can do the best we can with this crossover team, and then we'll switch to the Realm of Gods team, where we move him into the slot 3, and that should be good. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Let's get him. Both of these are going to do double digits. We're going to lose a little bit of attack, sadly. This dude nerfs us. $53.8, much better start. And we got some nice crit thanks to Xenopan. 50 million damage on a crit there. 36 million damage on a crit there. 33, no crit. Oh, wow. $47 million damage with a crit. 29 million damage with a crit on a slap. Dude's putting in work. We love to see it. All right, he has the extra damage reduction and guard. Oh, he's fine. Nice. Nice dodge. Gotta dodge all of these. Thanks, moron. On this run with the full Realm of Gods team, we're going to move him into slot 3, and we're pairing nicely with the LR Gods. So let's see how we do in the slot 3. Oh, wait, I should do this. Wait, maybe I should put him in slot 2 so that we keep him around. Nah, it's fine. Fine. Let's see how this turn goes. All right, here we go. 56.5 million attack. 51 million damage on a crit. 41.3 on the second. 30 million no crit. 17 million on a slap crit. Very nice. Cool. And here it is. Nice.
3 full turns later.
We transform. I think what I want to do here is, I really want to put him in slot 3 where Vegeta is going to super him. The problem is that I don't know if this dude's going to survive. What do I do? All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's have a full Vegeta rotation. I'm just going to keep him in slot 2. It's fine. Let's go ahead and do this. Let me just show off what he can do at max power. Let's do this. And then we'll do this. Go on, hit me. Nice. Nice. $71 million attack stat for the Royal Blue Vegeta from the 11th anniversary. Okay. I've given him God equips, by the way. He's got some nice equips. How have we not killed UI after all this time? Jeez. I would have thought by the time we got here, UI would have been long gone. Yes, God Vegeta's gonna have to do it himself. All right, take him to church. 108 million attack stat, same as before. Oh, was that 98 million damage on a crit? 76 million attack stat on the follow-up. 47.9 on the crit. 87 million attack stat on the third. 33 no crit. And we're fine. I do hope we survive this so that I can come back here in another 2 turns. Do me a favor, don't screw this up. Please and thank you. All right, buddy. You better dodge. You better dodge. Dodge, please. Thank you. All right. Let's go ahead and skip and come on back. Hey, you know what? Let's just keep the fight in here. Why not? I want to keep cutting everything up. So all I'm doing here is just making sure we survive until we go back. So I switched to Royal Blue. He's got his crazy tanking mode on. So he tanked. He's going to do a little damage. AGL UI is going to do a little bit of damage. Int UI is just going to get his guaranteed dodge in slot 3. And then we'll go back and I'll probably... Well, so definitely don't want to be putting God Vegeta in slot 1 because that's just asking to lose. If anything, I'm going to put him in slot 3. And if somehow this dude survives, then we'll see how much damage we take. That's about the only thing that we can stress test at this point. Because we already know, like, he would lose. We've hit Royal Blue Vegeta quite a bit. He's getting stronger. So putting him in slot 1 with 30% damage reduction is GG. 30%, right? Oh my god! You... RNG. RNG is a... So, I mean, you give UI, or you give God Vegeta dodge, you could still fail, like that idiot UI just did. All right, so figured we'd have some fun on this fight. So let's do this. God Vegeta versus everybody. My Trunks has been sealed, but that's okay, because all he has to do is dodge and get the hell out of the way. He needs int or physical to get 20% extra dodge. So let's go ahead and do this. And then let's do this. Okay. All right, can we take out Bardock? Is that possible? 43 million on the first crit. 27 on the next crit. 33 on the third crit. He could not kill, but that is pretty good. Although, crap, I just realized everybody's attacking him, so he's gonna be juiced up like crazy when we get back to the next rotation. We might die here. I don't expect to win, but it's fine. He's tanking. God, imagine if all these hit before. Keep on dodging, dude. Nice dodge. Oh. All right, here's the other one. Oh, nice. Nobody got sealed that mattered. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Bardock UD. So let's do that. Oh, Blue Goku is kind of screwed here. That sucks. Terrible orb pickups. We need to pick up 3 for a great chance to guard. Ooh, which is gonna hurt. All right, great chance to guard it is. Did we get it? Nope. We did not. Wait, when does it proc? Is it when attacking? Nope, it's supposed to happen right away, so I think we failed that. All right, whatever. I don't care. Got Vegeta. Just kill him. 57.5. 22, no crit. 22 million damage, no crit. On the first super. On the second one, 15 damage, 15 million, no crit. On the third, 17.8 million, no crit. Not a single critical. Oof. We killed him though. Okay. I mean, hey, Bardock is dead. The rest fall pretty easily, right? Uh-oh. 10 dodge. Great. Let's try it one more time just to have some fun. So we got more crit here. Let's see how much we do. We got Xenoverse and we got Fierce Battle. 40% extra crita. Since he's smacking me, I'm gonna get an extra. Uh-oh. Bardock's the only one that hits really hard, right? Everybody else is cool. Look at my goat. Look at my goat tanking all those like a champ. Well, that gave us an additional super. Thank you for that. 35 million on a crit. 26 million on a crit. $30 million on a crit. $34 million on a crit. Wow, very nice. That's a good amount of damage right there. Everybody wants a slice. They're all souping. They're all supering Vegeta. They actually might be able to kill if we get enough crits. No, more crits, more crits. Oh! All right, we'll just do it here. They sealed Vegeta. Sadly, we don't have the ability to go God form yet. On this fight, I don't think it's possible, sadly. Unless we use like Ghost Ushers and stuff. So, whatever. All right, so you're dead. So we'll do this. I think we're dead, actually. There's a lot of damage coming in. Oof. If Bardock supers here, I think we're dead. Oh, he didn't do it. All right, goodbye. He's dead. 19 million, no crit, by the way. 27 million with crit. 29 million with crit. Ooh. Goodbye, Fasha. 18 million, no crit. And then an 18 million crit slap. And we got the double kill. Isn't this guy AGL? Yeah, we're not gonna kill him. Thankfully, we have guard. and thus we have damage reduction. If he were to super on the first attack, though, we wouldn't get the damage reduction because that only happens after guard is activated, so that would be the second hit. So I think there's still a chance we die. Of course. All right, well, we're still alive. Thanks, idiot. This one will be fine. We got the 40% damage reduction now, so we're good, yeah. Dude, did I just call it? Did I just jinx and speak that L into existence? I hate everything. I gotta say, I hate that stupid corsage sticking out of his chest, but man, did they do justice on that Jiren. Okay, I was not trying to do a pun there. They did Jiren's animation justice. That I'll say. Oh! If we had the active, we could purify negative effects, but I can't do it this turn. Ooh, we might die, actually. Oof. Nah, we gotta do this. All right, it's whatever. If we lose, we lose. No, I gotta say, I find him really fun to use, mainly because I'm not running dodge. Because I'm not running dodge, I'm more approaching these fights anticipating consequences, and it makes it fun for me to kind of see what that's like. And he works outside of crossover on the Realm of Gods team. So far, I've only run him on those two. I probably will only run him on those two. If I do run Vegeta's family, then I will make sure to have the Xeno Trunks there. Again, we could be getting some EZAs soon for other Xenoverse characters like the AGL Xeno Trunks, Physical Xeno Trunks. If those characters are good, then this unit is definitely going to become much better in terms of having depth on his team. But he's not a must-have. So I still stand by that. He is not a must-have. He is an easy skip. He is a fun character. But if you have other units that can do well, you don't need him. And as far as his build, I stand by what I said. There are two ways to do it. You completely ignore it's ultra instinct or ultra ego. That's basically all you need to know. You can either build all dodge with the rest additional and let the crit fall into place with your supports and stuff, or you forget all that and just have fun and just take the damage like a champ and just power through and go full additionals and crit. Whatever combination works, but I'm gonna keep it like this. Am I crazy? Yes, I'm all ego. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this unit overall. How have you enjoyed using the character as a main lead, as a friend lead? What is your personal favorite build for the character? Is it max dodge, max crit, max additional? What is it? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.